Gemini. Gemini is a masculine air sign dual, and its ruling planet is Mercury. Everything that we said about the masculine signs will matter for Gemini. They'll be the more initiatives one. When they want something, they usually get after it. So when a person has strong Gemini, a few planets, or ascendant or a moon, or even the Venus, the planet of love and relationship, you'll be more easily able to spot that they like you. They'll show it usually through communication, by talking to you, by making jokes, by being funny, by wanting to talk long with you, by maybe sending you SMS and emails. Gemini is the sign of communication. So these people will be, first of all, also very witty. I mean, they often, when Gemini is strong, these people have a very fast mind. They know what to say, and they're very easy to start relationship with. They'll be friendly towards you. This is the air sign, sociable, friendly, talkative. This is how you know that the Gemini likes you. Even though Gemini sometimes they might stray a little bit, their eyes, because they try to take in everything around them. Gemini is an outward masculine sign, so they try to suck in all the information from around them. So they might be talking to you, but they might be thinking 5 other things, and they might be watching 5 other people at the same time walking around the room. So this might be a bit infuriating when you're with a Gemini, but when a Gemini genuinely likes you and is interested in you and finds you attractive, they would really anchor their look, and their communication will be directed towards you. And often it's a great turn on for Gemini to communicate through SMSs, through emails, through Facebook, through all this media, social media. And because it's an air sign, they'll have a lot of friends. They're a little bit of a social butterfly. So unless you're willing to accommodate someone who has a lot of friends, or not even friends, like acquaintances, and who likes to go out and be around people, then you have to be prepared, because Gemini needs freedom and space to move. It's air sign. Air needs to be let go to fly. So you need to be more open-minded as well. If you're someone who is very traditional, who is very family-oriented, who is very fixed, for example, very earthy, you might find it a bit hard dealing with a Gemini, because Gemini would want to be out and about everywhere. They'll have interest in a lot of things. They're very curious people. So if they're interested in you, they'll be asking you questions about you a lot. They'll try to find out things about you. And they think a lot. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the planet of thinking, the planet of the right side or the left brain, which is the logical, the thinking brain. So they might overanalyze their feelings. They might worry a lot as well when things are not going well in their relationships. They're worriers. They go over and over their feelings. They think about them, because often someone who doesn't have much water and has a very strong Gemini or air signs, they cannot feel the feelings so deeply, so they feel feelings, but they do not understand them, so they try to rationalize them in their head. So you might find yourself discussing feelings and, the relationship being analyzed with such a person. But they like diversity. They're dual sign. Dual signs, remember, they like, dual signs means double. They like, they can do a few things at the same time. They're multitasking, and occasionally, if it's Gemini is afflicted in the horoscope, for which we'll talk later how to find out, they can even be susceptible to having, to cheating, to having 2 relationships at the same time, double dating, because of this duality, or having more than 1 marriage, not simultaneously. So their mind is very active. They're very sociable. They're very communicative, very interested. They don't like things to be the same. They like some diversity because of this, duality in them, and this air and masculine outgoing as well. And the nervous system is very, very sensitive. So people with strong Gemini will, they'll be sensitive even to allergies and things like that, often very strongly. But this is not connected to relationships, so not go into it. And they like, for instance, if you see a man with Venus in Gemini, which is the planet, the type of woman a man likes, he would like youthful-looking women, younger women, because Mercury is the planet that rules Gemini, is the planet of young people. And they would like younger-looking women, or maybe sometimes women with shorter hair, with smaller features, with slimmer body. Gemini likes slim, thin women usually, playful, and they like very intelligent, smart, skillful women, because Gemini is the sign of the hands, the arms, with which we get things done, which we used to be, which give us our skills. So these people are usually with strong Gemini very skillful, or if their Venus falls there, they'll prefer someone who is very skillful, intelligent, funny, communicative, outgoing, curious, full of information. Gemini will have so much information about random things. They can give you random facts, for example, and there's a bit of breeziness around them, lightness. For more deeper people, this might be unbearable. They might find Gemini super superficial. But for people who like more light and joyfulness in their life, Gemini is fantastic, even though it's a little bit too mercurial, too analytical, stuck in their head. But it's a fun sign, and yes, so sense of humor is a big thing for them. It's very important. Either they will have it, or it's important for them to have a partner who they can communicate, and they can have a good associate, teammate, friendship, relationship, communication, and to share mutual hobbies with a partner. Gemini is the sign of hobbies, of skills. So if you have someone with Gemini, find a hobby that you can do together. Play games. Gemini loves playing games. I don't know, whatever it is. It can be Cluedo or cards or something else like that. Gemini would thrive, or maybe playing ping pong or something like that, a sport with two people. And interestingly, Gemini is a very relationship-oriented sign, because the initial symbol of Gemini ancient times ago was a man and a woman, was not two twins, but it was a man and a woman. So they have this masculine, this a bit of feminine side of them, a bit of both, and for them relationships are so important. I've always seen men with Venus in Gemini, or very strong Gemini overall in their horoscope, till their last breath, or even women, they would like to flirt, they would like to joke with others. They would not necessarily do it to have sex with this person. It's not their game. They do it because the other person makes them feel alive, because they need human interaction and communication. Their sign is the man and the woman. They need the exchange of energy with another person. The stimulation of another person, the diversity, and the other person needs to be diverse, so they'll find different other people to get the stimulating energy that they want from. And these men, as I said, with Gemini, Gemini Venuses, most often than not, the older they get, the younger women they like, and they like more playful, or at least women who are intelligent, smart, and with a youthful spirit. And women who they can talk with and laugh with and have light energy. And usually younger women have lighter energy, because, older women, they want commitment, they want children if they're not married, so it might feel a bit heavy for them. But if you're with a Gemini man, or a man with Gemini and Venus, have a more light and breezy approach, more fun approach. Look more free, look more open-minded, look like you're busy, like you have things to do, like you have many places to go. These people find such women interesting, women who have interesting and full life full of interesting things to do and learn. Thank you.